I passed out what's Section 61 of the Civil Service Law. Section 61 is also known as the 1 in 3 rule. Michelle, I just talked about that. Well, hopefully we have enough. I might not. If I don't, okay. If anyone didn't get it, Fitz will make a copy. And this is actually the statute, the law. It applies to all civil service appointments in the state. And what the, I don't have it in front of me anymore, but what the law says is that any exam in the competitive class, titles in the competitive class, there's a list that's certified after taking the exam, and that list is in numerical order from the number 1 would be the highest scorer on the list, and then working its way down. And the way the law currently stands is that an agency has the discretion to choose 1 in 3 people starting at the top of the list. So if, for example, 3 of us are scores number 1, 2, and 3, they don't have to take and hire me off the list first. They have to hire 1 of the 3 of us, right, before they move to number 4, and so on and so forth. So the push from the council, from DC 37, spearheaded by Lillian Roberts, the executive director, is to in every way attempt to eliminate the 1 in 3 rule and simply have it based on merit and fitness. If you're 1 on the list, you get hired. If you're 2 on the list, you get hired, right? If there's 5 spots, they go to number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 5 people that did the best on the exam. It doesn't go, the way it currently works now, if there's 5 spots, it can go from number 1 to anywhere from number 1 to number 15 theoretically on the list. Could be someone that's appointed to a vacancy or particular spot. Just a couple more things that I want to answer. I remember this brother from pest control, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did an arbitration together a few years ago now. But just let me one couple more things, and then I'll just take questions. So that's the state of the law is 1 in 3. I know sister here had come to talk to me a couple weeks ago. And there's a lot of, I think, kind of what's the word? Sort of confusion or resentment about how this particular list came out, and folks that were serving provisionally in the supervisor title not being high on the list or not being selected for jobs. The way the law works is there is no grant of any sort of extra credit or higher score based on you having served provisionally in a title. So having served provisionally in a title doesn't necessarily grant you any benefit as far as scoring on the exam. The exam is the exam, and those that score the best are at the top of the list, and those that score worse than that are down the list. And whether or not you serve provisionally in a title for however long has no bearing on where you score or where you're placed in the list. And just from a merit and fitness point, that's something the council supports, right? We don't take the position that because management appointed you provisionally to a title, that should afford you a greater opportunity to gain permanent status in that title or that position solely by virtue of the fact that management at a particular agency deemed it, that you were the person that should be appointed provisionally. So the council won't advocate for that or support that. We support appointments be made based on, like I said, merit and fitness, meaning take the exam, and whoever did the best on the exam did the best on the exam, and then they call down the list, and that's the way it goes. And in fact, as I said, we're pushing for an even stricter interpretation of that, which is to not even allow them the 1 in 3, right? To go straight down the list.